Gary, you expected one hell of a workout this afternoon, and I think both teams got one. Are you pleased with the afternoon's work?
Yeah, I was really pleased. You know, obviously with the conditions as well, the weather, it made it even harder for both sets of players. But yeah, there was a lot of positives to take from the game. You know, there's a few negatives. The biggest one, obviously, with Charlie having to go off. So we'll have to wait and see the outcome of that. But all in all, yeah, it was an improved performance by us.
In that second quarter of the game, Charlie was the key figure, scoring a fantastic goal, but then the bittersweet afternoon for him with that injury. What is the early news?
Well, he's gone down to have an X-ray, and until we know the outcome of that, you know, I can't give you any further news on that. So we're just waiting on that. But no, he was a handful. You know, his goal was a wonder strike really, and then you know he had an opportunity with the free kick, and he put in a hell of a shift. But you know, we're all disappointed for him that he had to come off. But fingers crossed.
Yeah, the result's not important as we've spoken about, but getting a really positive 2-2 draw against a strong MK Dons team, that must be a good confidence boost.
Yeah, again, nothing's changed from our conversations after our previous pre-season games, because now we've got a good result against MK Dons. Doesn't change anything. It's still working towards where we want to be. But in saying that, the players took on board what me and James have done on the training ground, and you have to give them credit today, where they, in this blistering heat, have put in a performance. So no, again, overall, very pleased.
There was a couple of maybe new challenges for players. Callum Reynolds playing in midfield, Charlie on his own up front. Do you think they did well? Did you see what you wanted to see?
Yeah, I did. We're not going to come up against the quality of opposition week in, week out, when we get going. So we had a look at it. We had a chat, me and James, and we come up with a formation that we thought would help us on the day, and we believe it did. And we had the outlet with Charlie, but we had a threat in wider positions from Shamir and Iffy. So during the first period, so it was one up front, but you could say it was three up front as well. So they had a lot of possession of the ball, but we had to make sure that we weren't wide open. And in some of the pre-season games we have, which hasn't been pleasing, but we've been able to address that with a formation that we've used today. So if we need that in the future, we can call upon it now.
The way the game started, MK Dons started with lots of possession, took an early lead, but then that second quarter of the game particularly, and after half time, the shots really came back strongly. Was there anything you changed, or just that we grew into the game?
I think, obviously, MK Dons are very good in possession of the football. Very good. They move the ball around very well. They have good rotation, and obviously, for us to get used to that early on. And as I say, we won't come up against that. So it took a period of time for the players to get used to it. We had the drinks break, and after the drinks break, we said one or two things to them. We were able to step onto them and put more pressure onto them, which caused them problems. And at times when we broke their game up, their play up, we were able to counter-attack and cause them problems. So that middle section, I thought we'd done really well. But again, they're very good in possession. But the game plan, the formation, whatever you want to call it, it worked for us today. And no, they should be very pleased with their performance.
You said if it was effectively three up front. You've also got your midfield. Liam Bellamy scored the second goal, and when you've got your midfield weighing in with goals as well, that's an added bonus.
Yeah, we've touched on that during the training, during the pre-season. But you can call it, as I say, one up front or three up front, whatever way you want it. You can be either positive or negative with it. But with Jake and Liam in the side as well, if it goes into our front men, their strengths are picking up seconds, and you could see Jake winning a few tackles in there and having more of an influence in the game. Bella's then stepping on, got into more forward areas, and he ends up scoring a goal. So that'll give his confidence a lot of boosted his confidence. So, but overall, I think it will give the whole group a boost. But it's early days. We're just building. We ain't the finished articles yet.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, Gary. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Thank you.